Okay, we'll see if we get any attendees.
Alrighty.
It looks like we've got one person that has joined. We're going to hold for a little bit to see if we get any other attendees on.
We built this floor plan in Tushy, Washington too. And they look entirely different. I mean, what you can do with colors and
Right.
option choices. I mean, you wouldn't even know it was the same house.
I think we have one starting construction in northern Idaho.
Yeah. I love the floor plan.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
Mhm.
I
But
love the vault.
The doors
On this one.
You know, like the 5-panel doors inside and the entry door, the garage doors with the windows.
Right. Looks like we have 2 people so far. We're going to go ahead and just give it a couple more minutes just to see if anybody else joins. I recognize Paul Smith's name from Saturday, I believe. We're going to be using the Q&A as well. We're not going to be using the chat because it doesn't come up as fast as the Q&A. So if you guys have any questions, just drop them in the Q&A and we'll be looking at those throughout the fall. Yes, we are back again. I love it. You're going to love this floor plan. It is very open, very pretty home. All right, everybody, we're just going to give it another minute to see if anybody else jumps on before we go into this Taylor. Okay, we'll go ahead and just get started. My name is Jennifer Morales. I am based out of the Spokane, Washington office, and I cover pretty much all of Eastern Washington from Ritzville to Northern Idaho. And then I also help in the Yakima office and Ellensburg, Wenatchee, those areas. I also am involved in those offices. So I cover a big area. I'm going to let my counterpart go ahead and introduce herself as well.
I'm Cindy Mathis. I'm located in Kennewick, Washington, part of the Tri-Cities. In the Mid-Columbia Valley branch, I cover 5 counties in Washington and 3 counties in Oregon.
We are going to go ahead and get started on this Taylor. I appreciate everybody taking time out of your day to come watch us in this video. This home actually is down in Moscow, Idaho. So I'm going to go ahead and switch over to my other screen. Cindy, can you see that okay?
I can.
Okay.
And again, if you have questions, those of you that just joined us, be sure and use the Q&A function and ask lots of questions. We'd love to answer questions.
Remember, use the Q&A, not the chat, because Q&A will show up faster. I was just going to kind of show you on our website, when you're in here to find your area, you're going to come up towards the top and you would pick your build area. There is subtle price differences between the different areas out there. So this one actually is down in Latah County. So I would pick the Latah County and then hit our plans and view all plans. And then you could scroll down and see any of the plans that we have. The Taylor, if you notice on our website, we've been making a little bit of changes to the way the floor plans look. So now a lot of the homes will come with the Traditions exterior. You can get a Craftsman exterior, a farmhouse exterior, or you can get the Riata exterior, which is the one that we're going to show in this video. It's the modern exterior. And when you see like Riata or farmhouse or Craftsman, it is more specific to the exterior of the house than the interior of the house. And then pricing for the different exteriors, if you keep scrolling down, you will find all the pricing in the bottom of our webpage. So you can see that the difference in price between like the Riata and the Traditions. And over on this side, on your left side, it will show you options. People will ask about different things that you can do, like the spacious great room. You're going to see the open kitchen and island, the big primary suite. You'll see that in this home, but we are looking at the Riata version of this home. And what we do is we start with the floor plan. So this is the way this floor plan started when the client walked in, and then we will do what is called a red line. And you can tell by all the little red marks, these are all the changes that we made to the Taylor floor plan as we were working with the client. And then once we do that, it becomes their floor plan with all the red lines gone out of it, and anything they ask for is in it. So when we walk through this video, I will walk you through kind of the different changes that they had made to their floor plan. So I'm going to go ahead and start again. This is the Riata. This is the exterior of it. The pricing, it includes from the foundation up of the house. So any of the flat work out here in front of the garage, step, sidewalks, in some markets that you would have to subcontract that out. I am going to slow this video down and hit play. All right. Maybe a little too slow. The Riata comes with this garage door on it. That is standard. Coming inside the house, he will pan around to the front door. So you can see it, but they did do LVP throughout the house. They did a ceiling fan, and we roughed in for lights, and they're adding lights a little bit later. And then they also put in an atrium door. Huge opening. They did a vault. With this house, this is an 8-foot ceiling height, and they did a vault and added extra can lights into the great room. And again, this is upgraded LVP with Craftsman trim, and they did an upgrade of Craftsman trim, fully wrapped windows. This kitchen is really open. And it has a really big island in it. So I'm going to kind of pause this real quick right here. We provide an electric oven and a microwave with a hood vent that is stainless steel, and a dishwasher that's stainless steel. You would provide the refrigerator. So if you needed a larger refrigerator space, you would just want to let us know so that we could leave that space large enough for your refrigerator to fit in there. They also wanted a dish area cabinetry. So you'll see that right here. That is not standard. It looks like they did an upgrade of white cabinets throughout this kitchen, farmhouse sink, and upgraded bronze fixtures as well.
And I think they elected to delete the backsplash so that they do their own.
Yep, they were going to do their own backsplash. They did a two-tone. So they picked to have a different color island than their regular cabinetry, which is fine. And they did quartz counters in here. And this closet right here is a pantry cabinet. In the plan online today, The cabinets actually come all the way down here, and they did a corner pantry in here. So on the current plans that you see of the Taylor, you have the sink in the island, and then the stove is over here, and then pantry cabinet, just a little bit different layout than what you're seeing in this house online. 5-panel door. Standard is a 6-panel door. They did upgrade to a 5-panel door. And this is the standard door that comes in this particular house.
I love that farmhouse sink too. That's
I know,
gorgeous.
really pretty, really
Mhm.
pretty. We always put electrical outlets on both sides of our islands. And again, this would be a standard electric whirlpool range with a microwave with a hood vent, and this does vent outside. And then we've got the stainless dishwasher right here. So upgraded farmhouse sink, upgraded bronze fixtures. They did upgraded handles on their cabinetry as well. And remember, just pop your questions into the Q&A. Okay, this is going into the primary suite. So we're back in the great room, going back into the primary suite. Again, upgraded 5-panel doors. They upgraded to Craftsman trim. And here we see they did an upgraded ceiling fan, and they put in a transom window. We can put normal size windows, we can put sliders in, we can put small 2x2 windows. It's really up to the homeowner what they would like to do with that. With this one, this is their walk-in closet. So they actually requested that we just leave a drywall opening because they're going to put their own barn door in here for their closet. And the closet does come back here. It is a walk-in closet. And then this would be the entry to the bathroom, to the primary bath. Notice all the outlets. The houses always come with a ton of outlets on every wall. Coming around, they put a French door going out to a patio right there. This bathroom has actually been modified. In the normal Taylor, the toilet closet would be over here, but they use that space for a walk-in closet for one of the bedrooms. This is your shower. They upgraded to a tile shower with a bar. We can do glass doors on these showers as well. And in a tile shower, it will come standard with a soap niche. They added another one. We can do rain heads. We can do 2 shower heads. We can do corner shower benches. There's all sorts of different things you can do with a tile shower. The reason why they picked a shower rod is because they said they have really hard water and they didn't want to clean the glass all the time. So we went ahead and put just a pull in there for them. And then they have laminate. Well, it looks like they've got quartz counters, but they did a top mount sink with the quartz counters.
I've seen some really nice deco liners too, in the showers.
Yes, you can do deco liners. This is a fiberglass pan that they did on the bottom of theirs, but you can do different deco liners, tiles, all sorts of different fun things in there. We have many selections of tile for the tile showers. We've got the subways, we've got 12x18s, we've got the long 4x12 subways, a lot of stuff in the showrooms that you can pick for tile showers. We can do curbless tile showers as well, the roll-in. So we move the toilet over here. The standard Taylor would have come with a soaking tub and a fiberglass shower in that toilet closet, but they removed again that toilet closet to make room for a walk-in closet. So now we're coming back to the great room and dining room. In the right-hand side, you can kind of see this is the front door, and then this is the den, which we'll get a look at in just a second. Coming in, this is one of our bedrooms right here. This is bath 2 and a linen closet right outside of bath 2. Big windows in this house. This is a standard window that came in this house. We didn't change that. And this room is approximately 12 by 10. Nice closet, again, upgraded. When you upgrade the doors, it upgrades all the doors. So standard shower is going to be a fiberglass tub shower combo with a rod. That is standard. And again, this is a little linen closet right in front of the bathroom.
I like how they did the backsplash with the quartz.
They just carried the quartz up 6 inches. They chose to not have mirrors. They want to do their own mirrors. This closet right here, this is actually the furnace closet. This is in Washington, we have to have the furnace inside the house or we would suspend it from the ceiling. But in this house, he chose to keep his furnace inside. So that is what's in this closet, is a furnace. And again, going into the other bedroom, they did do the upgraded bronze fixtures. Standard fixtures in our homes are satin nickel. They went ahead and did an upgrade to bronze fixtures.
That looks like our standard carpet though, throughout in all the bedrooms.
Yeah, that is our standard. And then this, we didn't open this closet, but this is a walk-in closet as well in this bedroom. They made that by moving that toilet closet. Coming back out, we're just transitioning from the standard carpet onto the LVP. And then we're going to come around the corner into the den. They did upgrade the den doors to the 2 full light doors. So full light being 100 all glass right here. And they also added extra windows in this room. So we got an extra window right here. And they added an extra front window. So went from having 2 windows to 3 windows in the front of the house, and then the one on the side. Again, you've got your wrapped windows. Standard windows would be drywall wrapped, but we have the option that we could just do sill and apron if you wanted to, or we have architectural trim as well that you can do in the homes. Coming back through the closet that you can kind of see right here. This is your coat closet. So you got a coat closet right as you walk in the front door. And then this is your utility room. So we're going to go into the utility room, and off the utility room is the garage. You would provide washer and dryer. Things that we would need to know is like if you wanted to do a stack washer dryer system, we would need to know that because we have to plumb for it differently. You provide the washer and dryer, we plumb for it, and then we will put in a shelf above the washer and dryer. We can do cabinetry. They requested a utility sink. We have this style of utility sink. We have a utility sink that fits in a cabinet, or we can rough plumb for utility sink. Those are all options. And then these guys, you can kind of see, this is a door off the primary suite. This is off of the great room, and then they extended a small patio cover back here. In Moscow, it's a requirement to have rain gutters. So if rain gutters is something you're interested in, you definitely want to let us know, because not all areas do it. Like in Spokane, Kootenai County, we don't do it, but in the city of Moscow, they do require that. So that would be something to ask about. I'll kind of go back in so that you can see on that red line some of the things that we did. Cindy, can you see that?
Yes.
Okay, so coming over here, you can kind of see where we made a walk-in closet right off of bedroom 2. You know, there's your furnace. In the great room, we added that beautiful fireplace. It's a gas fireplace. We added the ceiling fans, we pre-wired. There's all sorts of things that you can do, but a red line is where you just really kind of walk us through what you're interested in the home and any small changes that we can make. Does anybody have any questions that they want to ask? I can let this run kind of in the background if anybody has any questions. Oh, Paul Smith, can the electrical outlets on the kitchen island be installed for? Oh yeah, absolutely. We would just put that in a custom option, calling that out specifically so that the drafter knows that that's the direction we want them. And we can do some of those electrical outlets that have like the USB plugins. We can do the larger electrical outlets that have 4 outlets on them. There's all sorts of stuff we can do with those.
And that fireplace, you know, we can do a tile fireplace. You can do a lot of variety with the fireplace too. And if you don't have access to gas for your particular lot, you can do propane. Jennifer knows of a lot of wood burning stoves that can be installed. So you have a lot of options.
Yeah, with fireplaces, with propane and gas, we can just put a tile surround around it. With a wood fireplace, there's a lot more rules with that. So we just have to make sure there's nothing combustible around it. And we do the whole thing. So we can't do part of it. With fireplaces, we have to do everything. But this just kind of gives you an idea. And again, when you look at this floor plan for the Taylor, it is different than what you see online because the customer tweaked this floor plan for what they wanted by having the window looking out with their sink. In the floor plan today on the Taylor, you'll see that the sink is sitting in the island. Is there anybody else that has more questions about the Taylor or anything else about Adair? Me and Cindy are here to answer questions.
Looks like Tony has one. We'd like to have a narrow 2-story building of about 12 square feet in Portland as a detached duplex under Portland zoning. Are you familiar with this type of building and do you have floor plans for them?
A 2-story building about 1,200 square feet. We have the Vaughn it's a narrow building. It's built for a narrow lot. I think the lower level on that one is about 1,200 square feet and the upper level is equally as big. And on that one, the garage can set behind it. I'm not familiar with the Portland zoning specifically because I'm in Spokane, but our reps that are down there would definitely know. But the Vaughn would be one I would look at for that kind of square footage. Yeah, it's the Vaughn, VAGHN. This is kind of what the Vaughn looks like on our website. But the garage doesn't have to come in through the kitchen. The garage can actually come in through the back to keep it narrow. Yes, the windows are double pane. But Tony, you can kind of see on our website, here's your main floor and then your upper floor. But it is specifically built for a narrow lot. And there's a couple of them on there, like the Ruby, the Columbia. Those are both built for narrow lots as well. Also, Paul's going to say we also have a premium window that you can ask your rep about that we use. Oh, Tony, that's fine without a garage too. Not a problem. Any other questions or anything that you would like to see? The cost per square foot of the Taylor or of the Vaughn. The pricing online is accurate to a degree. When you look at the pricing online for us, it is really based off of a level lot, and it is based off of being an entry-level home. So when you look at your cost per square foot, it's going to be a little bit different everywhere, because like in Washington, we have to add taxes, where in Idaho, we don't. But if you're just going based off of just square footage, the price online is pretty accurate, but it is for an entry-level home. So Adair is the builder down there, and we've got a couple different reps down there. So if you go online to our website, if you chat with our gals up here, it always comes up, says, do you have any general questions? They actually will set you up with somebody that's close to you. Are there different sink heights available in the bathrooms? So in the primary bathroom, it's a taller countertop, and you can make the ones in bath 2 just as tall for like $250.
And we have done, you're asking about tax exempt, are you talking about for the building portion? We are doing one right now for Fannie Mae, and they're actually tax exempt. So as long as you can provide that to us. Oh, tax exempt programs. Are you talking about, are you from a business, or just programs available for people that live in Oregon, that are in Oregon, that are trying to build in Washington? I'm not sure I understand the question.
Yeah, just because we're both not out of Portland, I don't think we can answer that one really well. But again, our gals in Portland and our guys in Portland will be able to answer those questions for you.
I'm sure. I mean, I build in Oregon. I do have clients that build in Oregon, and of course there's no sales tax. So, but yeah, that contact I'm pretty sure it'd be the Portland metro region for you on Belmont Loop in Woodland, but just depending on where you're located. Because each of us kind of have our own areas with our own jurisdictions, and know what the basic rules are for building in our areas. That's interesting to know.
And again, anybody have any questions that we can answer, just ask through the Q&A. Tony, we can email you the contact info for Portland. We just give us your email address.
Yeah, that would be a big savings.
Okay, we will have somebody reach out to you from there in the Portland metro area.
Yeah, I'd be interested in the answer to that question as well. That's just good to know. I love the color they chose.
Right. So I don't know if anybody's been talking to Adair for a while, but we added painting, interior and exterior painting into the cost of our homes about a year ago. And we do job site cleanup now as a part of our contract, which is nice. You guys do take care of, so part of your job is to take care of site work. Site work being like excavation, it would be helping hook up utilities, all that kind of fun stuff comes with it. But each market's a little bit different. So you want to reach out to the local market and find out what they're doing.
Wow, 50K on permits and 5 years of property tax abatement.
And again, these guys did a beautiful vault. This is an 8-foot ceiling with a vault. This would be considered your dining area. Tony, we don't do the site garage demolition, although like I said, Portland's a little bit different market than us. So that would be a better question to ask them.
You can usually find a contractor to do that, and it can be in your site work budget so that it can be included in your home loan.
Paul, on your Riata exterior, some of the garage door is different, so the cost there, the front door is a little bit different, the lighting is a little bit different. Even the siding is a little bit different than what we use, so that all lends into the overall price of the home.
And it does, if you click on, when you click on the Riata, there's a little paragraph underneath there. It does tell you kind of more what you're getting for that with the vertical or horizontal applied siding, you know, different materials that are actually used. So it'll explain it. And yes, that's just the exterior. We're calling it the Riata. The Riata, the farmhouse, the traditions, those are all names of the different types of exteriors that we have. And each different exterior comes with a different garage door, different exterior lighting, different doors. So that's also kind of part of it, of the cost. If it has a trim board completely around the house, just on the front.
Yeah, you can kind of see on the traditions. Oh, let me go back to our house. Hold on just a second. So when you look at the Taylor, you can kind of see this is all different than the other houses. Your front area when you come into the house is different garage door, different lighting. And then when you come down here, you'll see like on the traditions, I've got batten board on the top and a corbel, different garage door, different lights. Going to the Craftsman version, I've got a Craftsman door, board and bat. This is cedar with heavy timber, corbels. Even the front porch is framed out a little bit differently on the Craftsman trim. And you've got your Craftsman windows right here. And then going to the farmhouse, you've got your batten board on the front of the house and regular lap siding on the sides. Different garage door, different light fixtures, and this eyebrow. But you can kind of see the difference between each home, each elevation of the house.
And Tony, we are the builder. We so you asked what our relationship to the builders. Did you mean like some of the subcontractors? Because we do also have a really good relationship with a lot of the people that do subcontracting for us, doing the concrete, doing the excavation. And when you talk to, we'll give your email to the online or to the HOCs over there, and they'll have a list of people and some pricing information for you, and be able to be very specific as to the area that you're building in. Each jurisdiction is a little different. And Tony would like to know if we could do a walkthrough review of the Vaughn and the 2 homes he mentioned that would be useful.
So there are not, like, I currently don't have access to a video for these ones, for the Vaughn, the Columbia or the Ruby. We could go out and look and see if we can find any that are out there and email you a link to a YouTube video. We are really just getting into getting all these homes videoed as we go. One of the things about being an on your lot builder is we don't have communities built with all these different homes. So we have to build the home, and then the owner has to say that, yes, you can video my home, and allow us to put it onto the video. So we are working on that currently, getting all of our homes online so that you can see it. But right now I wouldn't have those 3.
I just found a Vaughn that we've done on our YouTube channel, so I can email you the link, and you can link on there. And it's similar to what we're doing. They're just basically walking you through the home and explaining what, you know, some of the specific options are.
The slope of the roof is area dependent. We have minimums that we do for all the slopes of our roofs. In some areas, it does make sense for us to steepen that pitch a little bit based on where you are. But we generally go with what the building codes require in those areas for that slope. Sometimes even the HOAs require the slope of the roof be a little bit different because they want them all to match. So we take all of that into consideration when we're working with you. Any other questions we got out there? Let's see. The email of the link to the Vaughn, the Ruby, and then when you mentioned, understand that not everything is online. Helpful to have links to those other houses. Do you do zoning planning with the Portland zoning authorities? Adair would not do the zoning planning with the Portland zoning authorities. We have you call into the jurisdiction and find out what their requirements are. And then we work to make sure the houses fit within those. In all the houses I mentioned, if you are looking at our website, if you go into our plans, you can actually click on this one that says narrow lot. And the narrow lot will bring up anything that would fit on a narrow lot. So there's the Ruby that I told you about, and the Columbia and the Vaughn. You just want to look at the different houses. But that's the fastest way to pull up the narrow lot. Just go into your area. If you were going to change your build area to Oregon, I guess we'd do north. Do Clackamas. And then it'll show you your narrow lot plans. And there's 1 story and 2 stories. There's also some fun things that have come out on our website. One of the funnest things is coming out is this Design Your Home, where you can go in and play with our virtual home builder. This does not have all of our color selections. It's just a small amount of them, but it does give you an idea of some of the products that are standard versus upgrades. You can pull up your cabinet layouts, your different backsplashes, and you'll notice if you click on these, the backsplashes do change. This is brand new to Adair. We just launched it about a week ago, but it gives you a really good idea of different things you can do in the kitchens. And it'll show you like what's upgraded versus what is standard. And you can do anything from countertops to cabinet hardware. This is all very new to us, but it is kind of fun to come in and play with it. Tony says the zoning issues are quite in Portland. Authorities is quite complex. How do you want the zoning requirements presented? Do you need detailed approval of the building plans? Generally, your home ownership council will work with you on what they need, and they probably have a pretty good idea what they need. We generally will have a construction super go out on site with you after you've met with the home ownership counselor, and they just make sure that Adair can build there, that there's enough room for staging of lumber, that there's enough room for us to make this build a positive experience both for both you and us. But the home ownership counselor is the one that will walk you through what we need and what it's going to take to get a super out there to make it a successful build.
And yes, as far as the approval on the building plans, you know, that after the site supervisor comes out, he'll do a site, you know, plan for you, location of the building, making sure that all the setbacks are correct, that type of thing. And then as far as getting the approval on the building plans, once we draw up the construction's architectural set of plans for you, those will be submitted with your permits. And then the authorities will do the approval from there. But we do a lot of research prior to that to make sure that we are aware of all of the requirements that particular jurisdiction may have. And they'll be able to help you. We'll send you the name of a couple people. You can call them up. They've done building in your area. More than likely, they'll have all of the information and can help you through that process.
That kind of goes back to Paul's question too about the slope of the roof, because in some areas like I'm in Spokane and they have northern Idaho, we required to have a higher snow load on some of the roofs at the higher elevation. So we do look at all the stuff that jurisdictionally we would need.
Yeah, this won't be their first rodeo with building in your area, so you'll get a lot of help from Sarah and Tina.
So Tony, yeah, we are able to help you with the design plan and the estimate. That's fine. And then before you would get your construction loan, there's a lot of legwork to do prior to submitting for a construction loan. So we can kind of give you a baseline, but to get a construction super out there, we're just looking for a pre-approval so that we know where we need to stay to make this project work and go forward. And thank you for asking. We actually do work with different banks out there. Your local people are going to be able to tell you who we work with, but we also have our sister company who is Adair Financial. They have a lot of different ways to help get your funding and get you one of the best interest rates out there. So we do hope that you reach out to Adair Financial as well to see what they can do. And then your local home ownership counselor will tell you who the banks are that they work with the most down there. Like Man Mortgage is one of the really good ones down in Portland that we've seen. Banner Bank, Visa Credit Union, those are some of the other ones we use, but Adair Financial is our sister company and have a ton of resources to help you get a really good deal. All right, does anybody want to see anything else? I know I have been kind of running the video in the background. Does anybody have any questions about the floor plan, or do you want me to bring up the original floor plan?
Did we talk about the difference with the, we talked about that this has the 8-foot plate height, but basically what you get when you go to the 9-foot plate height?
No, we have not talked about that. So with a 9-foot ceiling, it would also give you larger windows. It would give you taller cabinets, a taller garage door, and over the front door, you would get a transom window. So with a 9-foot plate, more comes with that. Tony asked, do we have expediters in the Portland zoning office to shorten the 6-month approval wait? Again, not my area, so I wouldn't have answers to that question. That would be more for the local Portland Metro office. Thank you for everybody's time, and thank you, Cindy, for helping me on this call. I appreciate everybody jumping on and joining us. We've got another one coming up. This Saturday, we are doing Mount Hood with a mother-in-law unit attached this Saturday. And then I think we've got another one coming up after that.
And thank you for all the questions. I mean, it is a little difficult to answer some questions because they're specific to areas, but at least to know that, that we have a plan for that, and that we do work with the different jurisdictions. And as far as having any influence over wait times and processing times, that is usually not the case, but a lot of it depends on, having all of the correct information when you do the submission. And that's where we really can help you, because what we'll add to that approval time is if you submit it and they have to get back to you and ask for additional information, that back and forth can add wait time to your permitting process.
Any more questions out there?
Yeah, Jennifer, how come all of your videos have snow?
Because I took them in the spring. So you guys can kind of see on this house in my market in Spokane in Idaho. We do the covered patio over here, but any kind of flat work, concrete work, decking, that would be up to the homeowner to do. In this jurisdiction, the step actually had to be in for them to get their certificate of occupancy. So we went ahead and they built a little step so they could come out on the step. And then on the bottom part of the house, you can kind of see where my arrow is. We put in vents on the lower part of the house, and this vent well, this is optional. That is something, if you want it, you would want to have it there once foundation goes in. And these are your modern exterior lights. You can kind of see this light outside of every door in front of the garage. This is your modern exterior light. Any other questions out there?
You're very welcome, Tony, and thanks for your questions. We do appreciate having those, and it's a lot of food for thought for us too, for getting you to the right person to help you, because that is really important. And so we'll get this to the homeowner counselors in the Portland region. Also, I've got I'm ready to send you some links to some of those videos that you can look at. And yeah, it's a good start.
Any other questions? You guys on this house, if you want to see more pictures, if you scroll to the bottom, if you go in here, there is a place that generally will have a photo gallery. Just know when you're looking at the photos, these are of people's homes, so there are upgrades throughout the home. Every one of them is in a little bit different place. I'm going to go ahead and you can kind of see some of the different things in here. This is, you can tell they took their quartz up the back as well. They did a vault as well. But these, a lot of them are of people's homes. All right, with that, we're probably going to end the call. I don't see any new questions coming in. I appreciate everybody's time. And again, thank you, Cindy.
You're very welcome.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and end the call. Look forward to seeing you guys on another call.
Thank you.
You're welcome.